Welcome back to another video from C for Code. Today we are going to study the syntax of C program. A C program should contain a header file, which is used to include all necessary function prototypes and function definitions which are going to use inside our C code. Next important thing is we need a main function. Main function is the only function which is called by the compiler automatically. And while writing the main function we should mention its return type. The return type of the main function could be integer, float, double, void, etc. Return type is nothing but what we are going to return after the successful execution of the program to operating system. And now we are writing everything inside this main function. And we can write code outside the main function also, but we will study it later. Let's try to print hello world now. To display something on the screen we are using the function printf. This printf function is written inside the standard input-output library. That's why we are including stdio header file. And the syntax for printf function is, first we need to write printf, then we need to put parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis within the double quotes we can write whatever we want. Whatever we write inside the double quotes will be displayed on output screen. Let's print hello world now. See, I'm writing printf. Then parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis, within the double quotes I'm writing hello world. Let's try to print this. See, it's working properly, it is printing hello world. Let's try to print one more sentence. C for code. Writing printf and putting parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis within the double quotes C for code. Let's try to run this code. Now see hello world and C for code are printing. But something is wrong, right? There is no spaces between hello world and C for code. So to print space, either we can give an empty space in first printf function or second printf function. Now see, it's printing hello world and C for code with space. But what if we need to print this C for code in the next line? To go to next line we have an escape sequence, /n. If we write /n after the word, the next character will print automatically from next line. There are so many escape sequences are there, we will study it later. Next we will see how to read input from the user. To read input from the user we have a function called scanf. This scanf function will help to read inputs from the user. But if we request something we need to collect it, right? Here for collecting we need variables. Variable names are nothing but some names that we are giving to the constants, functions, structures exacta. But before writing the variable name, we should mention its data type. There are different data types in C. That we will discuss later. But here we should know basic data types in C. Which is integer, character, float, double. Integers are numbers which includes negative and positive numbers including 0. Examples of integers are -5, 1, 5, 8, 97, and 3043. A floating point number is a positive or negative whole number with a decimal point. For example, 5.5, 0.25, and -103.342 are all floating point numbers. Character is used to represent a character. We can only store one character inside a character variable. And double is a data type which is equal to float but can store large values. Don't worry guys, we will study about this in depth later. Now I'm declaring a variable with int type. My variable name is var. Now I'm reading a number from user and storing that number to this variable. Let's see how it works. The syntax for scanf function is: we need to write scanf, then inside the parenthesis within double quotes we need to write the format specifier. Format specifiers in C are used to take inputs and print the output of a type. The symbol we use in every format specifier is %. Format specifiers tell the compiler about the type of data that must be given or input and the type of data that must be printed on the screen. For integer it is %d. For float it is %f. For character it is %C, for double it is %LF. Here I took integer variable, so I'm taking format specifier for integer, that is %D. And after the double quotes we need to put a comma, and after that we need to store the value inside the address of this variable. So I'm writing an ampersand operator along with variable name. And after that don't forget to put semicolon. For printf also we need to terminate it with semicolon. Now let's try to run the code. See, first it prints our hello world and C for code, and it is waiting for our input. But normal users may not have the idea that it is waiting for our input. So what we should do is, we should write a prompting message for the user to enter the input. Using printf function we can do that. Here I'm writing a message, enter a number. Let's run it again. Now see, it is asking me to enter the number. If I enter the number it is showing nothing, right? Because we are not printing the number, we are only reading the input from the user. So in order to print something on the screen, what function we have to write? Yes, printf function. Here I'm writing the printf function, and inside the parenthesis, within the double quotes I'm writing, the entered number is. Here we need to print the entered number, right? So we are writing the variable name outside the double quotes after a comma, and we know the printf will only display whatever inside the double quotes, so we need to put a format specifier of type integer inside the double quotes. Wherever we put that format specifier, it will replaced by the content inside the variable. Note that we should write format specifier of same type which we are used to declare the variable. Now let's try running this code. See, it is asking me to enter the number. I'm giving my number as 7. Now it is printing the output as the entered number is 7. Let's try another input. This time I'm giving my number as 1. See, it is printing the entered number is 1. Now what if we need to give a default value to a variable? We can give value to a variable by initializing while declaring. We can do like this. Data type, variable name, assignment operator, and we can give whatever value we want. And terminate it with semicolon. To print the output we can use the same method using printf function. So that's all about today. This is the syntax to write a simple program in C. Hope you guys understood. See you in another video. If you guys are interested in learning programming languages, do subscribe the channel. And hit the like button. Thank you.